All right, guys, we got Tekashi 6ix9ine. Where are they now? How he ruined his career. I don't really think he ruined it. I mean, I don't know. If they saying he ruined it, I'm surprised because I thought he was doing good. So if y'all saying he fell off, then I missed a lot. Okay, let's get into it and make sure you guys, if there's any videos you guys want to see me react to, drop them down in the comments. Other than that,
you run your mouth too.
But when I run my mouth, I'm ready for whatever.
Oh my. Is there a better example of a viral hip-hop star than Brooklyn rapper 6ix9ine? I mean, after having spent close to 3 years in prison where he was incarcerated on racketeering charges, the guy turned into a snitch just to save himself and still earned over 43 million views in 24 hours when he dropped his track Gooba. Anyone or anything that goes viral usually winds up coming back down to earth again, and I think that's where we finally are.
He really think them big behind things in his mouth is fire.
At in 6ix9ine's career, after the Godfather-esque dramatic saga that's commonly referred to as the trial of the 9 Trey gangsters.
And from that video clip we just seen, apparently the man likes white stuff in his face.
6ix9ine popularity just isn't what it used to be. More than that, the man has become far less prolific, only releasing a handful of singles and 1 studio album since leaving prison. Is he finally gearing up for another comeback, or has 6ix9ine decided to fade away once and for all? Find out on our newest episode of Where Are They Now? Tekashi 6ix9ine was born Daniel Hernandez on May 8, 1997 in the borough of Brooklyn, New York, where his childhood was far from simple. Danny's biological father was a heroin addict who didn't remain in his life for long, and then when he was only 13 years old, Danny would sadly watch his stepfather as he was gunned down just a few feet away from his own home.
And it was just like, yo, your dad is on the floor.
Bruh, ain't even gonna lie to you, that picture of him, where's that right there? Go back a little bit. He looks so innocent.
Danny would sadly watch his stepfather as he was gunned down just a few feet away from his own home.
And it was just like, yo, your dad is on the floor. Like, it was broad day.
Look at his hair.
Jesus.
Like 2 p.m.
And you're 13, you said?
I was 13.
Looking for a way to avoid the same fate as his father figures, he began writing songs as a teenager under a whole bunch of different aliases like Walla Dan, Danny Loaf, and Tekashi 6ix9ine before dropping the first part of that moniker and simply going forward with 6ix9ine. The same year, he'd befriend and team up with Ohio-based rapper Trippie Redd and get introduced to the greater hip-hop world at large, thanks to his appearance on Trippie's viral hit, Pulse 1469. Shortly after that, Danny would gain further attention for the release of his first solo single, Gummo, which would turn into a top 15 hit on the Billboard 100. Further singles like Kuda and Kiki would continue that success, but just as conditions were looking perfect for 6ix9ine to really pop off, an old legal case from 2015 came to light and cast a rising star in a totally different glow. As it turns out, only a few years earlier, 6ix9ine had pled guilty to the use of a child in a sexual performance. And who was it that revealed these allegations for the first time? None other than 6ix9ine's former collaborator.
You saying she was 13? Yo. Dang. You went out like that, my boy?
Trippie Redd.
1400 don't promote fouls.
13.
We don't weird.
Despite pleading guilty to uploading images of a 13-year-old girl in various compromising positions,
and that's what he get for being dumb.
6ix9ine would also claim that he had no knowledge of the girl's true age and that he himself was only 17 at the time of the offense. The terms of his plea deal were quite thorough and were said to include one.
Why would you post it? You dumb. That nigga gotta be slow. I don't think he finished school.
1 year of probation, 300 hours of community service, and 2 years of mental health treatment. Despite this revelation, 6ix9ine's career was picking up speed like a.
So they saying that nigga got mental health problems. It looked like it. Like I told y'all, he didn't finish school apparently, because what are you doing?
Freight train, and was simply too big to stop with just one bump in the road. The next year, he dropped his biggest hit yet, a collaboration with Nicki Minaj and Murder Beats called Fifi. That track would peak at the #3 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 and proved to be a fantastic lead-in for his first studio album, Dummy Boy, which was released in November of 2018 and turned into a complete critical failure, but a monumental commercial success. Unfortunately for 6ix9ine, that very same month, we would see his entire entire life get flipped upside down. Now, before we dive into 6ix9ine's arrest and trial, first, just a little bit of context. 6ix9ine hooked up with the 9 Trey Gang thanks to his association with rapper Billy Sego, which was a relationship that he forged in 2017. Back then, 6ix9ine promised to provide the 9 Trey Gang the necessary money to procure firearms and keeping their organization afloat. In return for his payments, 6ix9ine was able to take advantage of the clout that comes along with an up-and-coming rapper being associated with a street gang. In other words, it was all about his image. But by the summer of 2018, 6ix9ine had fallen out of favor with the gang, and that's when one of their members kidnapped him and stole hundreds of thousands of dollars in jewelry. 6ix9ine did eventually manage to escape, but at that point, these two parties were on a collision course with Density.
Chill. Where you mean?
Dang, so they caught that man lacking. That's dang. Whew. Couldn't have been me. No way.
Give me your money. Where your money at? Where your money at? Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. All right, get in the car. Get in the car. We gonna shoot you. No, you say get in the car. Get in the car. Go ahead. Shop.
Let's go!
Open the door. Open the door. Let me open it. Gonna shoot you. No, you say get in the car.
Shop, please.
Get in the car. Open the door. Let me open it.
The same month that Dummy Boy dropped, 6ix9ine found himself arrested by the FBI alongside a whole bunch of Trey 9 members. Facing the possibility of a 47-year prison sentence, 6ix9ine was only too happy to roll over on his former associates who had turned their back on him. Within 3
I mean, okay, now see, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, what would you do? I'm sorry, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I probably would have did the same thing. You done turned on me, you done rob me, nigga, and then y'all expect me to go to jail and not say nothing? No, y'all finna get it, I don't care.
3 months of his arrest, 6ix9ine had pled guilty.
And it depends on the situation, though. I think, really think about it. It's if they asking if you go into jail and it's because of them, then yeah, maybe. But if it ain't got nothing to do with them, then yeah, I'm finding a different way to get back at them.
Guilty and began spilling his guts. Due to his willingness to assist with the investigation, his eventual sentence was reduced to only 2 years, of which he would spend 6 months in prison after having spent the previous 13 months incarcerated while awaiting trial. Then, in the early stages of 2020, the pandemic hit, and seeing as how 6ix9ine is asthmatic, he was deemed at high risk for contracting the disease and allowed to leave prison early to carry out the rest of his sentence from home.
I'm free right now. Like, if I wanted to go to the store and buy a fucking chopped cheese, I'ma go.
As you might imagine, it didn't take the man long to get back into the swing of things. He got special permission from his judge to film a new music video, and only a month or so after his release, he dropped his single Gooba, which would tear up the YouTube algorithm and earn millions of views in just 24 hours. For his next trick, 6ix9ine teamed up with Nicki Minaj once more and recorded his very first, and to this day, his only #1 single on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, Trolls. After 2 monumental smash hits, it seemed like the entire world had forgiven 6ix9ine for his checkered past, and was ready to embrace him all over again. But over the next few months, his new tracks like Yaya and Punani did not move the needle, not one bit. I mean, hell, the former barely cracked the 99 spot on the Hot 100, and the latter didn't chart at all. Then, in the waning days of summer 2020, 6ix9ine unintentionally revealed the location of the house he was staying at while under house arrest and trying to steer clear of anyone with associations to the Trey 9 gang. After that, 6ix9ine basically abandoned his social media feeds and disappeared. There were rumors that his health was poor and that he had nearly OD'd on diet pills in the latter stages of 2020. But then, in early 2021, he popped back up with an even darker look than before. It didn't take long, however, for the old 6ix9ine to return, and he dropped his latest track, Zaza, in February of 2021. Unfortunately, this track would continue his downward spiral, and much like Yaya, barely breaking into the Hot 100, peaking at the 90 spot. Since then, 6ix9ine has once again gone quiet. I mean, sure, he pops up on social media from time to time to troll in ways that only he knows how to do, but his musical output has basically dried up. That might be about to change, however, as his newest business associate, Wack 100, has been making the rounds, promising that he's closing millions of dollars in business for his client, including an up-and-coming collaboration with none other than Young Boy Never Broke Again. According to Wack 100, 6ix9ine has also been working relentlessly in the studio to get his third album ready to go, but as of right now, a title and release date has yet to be announced. The most noteworthy thing that 6ix9ine has been a part of in recent months is his very own troll-based NFT collection, which, unsurprisingly, has been met with allegations of being a scam by fans. Not only were customers denied royalty rights after their purchase, but there has also been no proof that any of the money was sent to charitable organizations as was originally promised. Since the NFTs dropped, 6ix9ine has distanced himself from the product by deleting all of his other former social media posts promoting it, but those who got duped are now saying that the entire endeavor was nothing more than a cash grab, or as it's referred to in the NFT market, a rug pull, which is where developers abandon a project and run away with the investors' funds. Regardless of what's really happening here, it's certainly not a good look for 6ix9ine and only further complicates his already messy legacy. That being said, if anyone has shown the resiliency to bounce back from damn near anything, it is this guy. Will 6ix9ine manage to make his triumphant return yet again with the backing of a new album? Well, we'll have to wait and see. After all, this is Where Are They Now, and you're all caught up with the recent history of 6ix9ine. My name is Clyde Smith, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another one.
Okay. So pretty much he fell off, and he about to come back. Him and NBA Youngboy about to make a banger. Hopefully it's a banger. But that's it for the video. That's it for 6ix9ine. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Like I said before, if there's any videos you guys want to see me react to, make sure you drop them down in the comments. Your boy got you. Other than that, your boy is out.